We're going to call this a community news update. This episode will be about the Slopes integration with Ikon and Garmin, as well as the Garmin 21.25 firmware update. First off, two updates from one of my favorite apps, Slopes Ski and Snowboard. And no, this is not a sponsored video. This is just an app that I like and I use. I've mentioned it in other videos. If you're not familiar, Slopes is a ski and snowboard tracking app, runs natively on Apple Watch, but you can also record on Android or your iPhone. Tracks all of your metrics like days riding, vertical, speed, time on mountain. Has a cool 3D video map that shows all of your activity from the day, like runs you were on, trail rating, as well as lifts that you rode. Oh, and it also shows where you took photos along the way. Last week, Slopes and Ikon announced an integration with Ikon Passholders, so now you don't need to enable tracking in both the Ikon app and Slopes if you were doing such a thing. For people who grind hard for the Ikon leaderboard, now recording in Slopes will push your daily metrics to your Ikon account. Conversely, if you record from the Ikon app, it'll push your data to Slopes, to their logbook. I personally always record from my watch and not in the Ikon app, but it's nice to know that you only have to do one or the other. I did notice that after I enabled my integration and I recorded a couple of days skiing with the Slopes app, that it took at least 24 hours for my data to be pushed to my Ikon account. So if you do this and you're not seeing it immediately, don't panic. It will show up. Then this morning, I was reading my update email news information from Garmin, and lo and behold, they are promoting their integration with Slopes. So this has been possible for a while, and the one reason that you might want to consider using it is that it's pretty fast and easy to get to your winter activities since it's a winter-focused app. Also, the 3D map that I mentioned earlier is pretty cool. And so it's just a different take on checking out your ski metrics or snowboarding metrics in general. So it's pretty cool. I'll throw up the two maps so you can see how Slopes compares to the ski map in Connect. And here's a short video on where you enable both integrations in your Slopes account if you're interested in doing this. Open the Slopes app, go to Account, Integrations and Tools, and they're both there under Online Integrations. Last news of note is the Garmin 21.25 update for the Fenix 8 line. It rolled out last week. Here's a screenshot with all of the new updates. I'm not going to mention everything here, but I'm going to share a few of the things that have stood out to me since I've been using it. Oh, and in Garmin Connect, you can now see your device's battery percentage when you click on your watch. So here are some updates to some of the glances that I've noticed. The battery glance. So this is really cool. So if you want to dig deep into every single activity to see what has impacted your battery, you can do that here. There's a lot of granular detail. They fixed the nutrition glance, which was bugged. The calorie goal wasn't updating if you had enabled auto adjust calorie goal, which I mentioned or complained about in my last video. So that's really cool that they fixed that. Keep in mind that nutrition is a Connect Plus feature. The weight tracking glance. I have an Index S2 scale, so thanks for that. Sports tracking. Okay, cool. Lifestyle logging. So you can log behaviors like intermittent fasting, injury, or illness. Pretty quick and easy to do from your watch once you add the common events or common behaviors. And I guess we'll see how Garmin kind of integrates that into how it impacts our health metrics and how they share that feedback. Sleep insights. So this is in the Sleep Coach glance that shows your sleep patterns and your ideal sleep and wake time. For me, this doesn't seem to be working properly because it just shows that I need to wear my watch for 3 weeks straight. I've already done that. Typically, when we get these new big updates, I'm more concerned about Garmin introducing game-breaking bugs into the mix or doing something to negatively impact battery life. So that's something that I'll be keeping an eye on. That's about it. Thanks for watching.